This video is going to focus on using two of the collaboration tools that are built into Haiku. These tools will allow students to work together on a number of projects in a number of different ways. The two tools I'm talking about are found under the Activities tab, and they're the Discussions and the WikiProjects. Both Discussions and WikiProjects can be used by individual students, groups of students, or the entire class to collaborate. Discussions acts as you think it would, in that students can make posts, reply to posts, they can attach files, attach links, attach media, and have an exchange of ideas in a thread fashion as you would in an email, except it's more rich and it's embedded, and it is something that you as the teacher or supervisor can look at. In a wiki project, however, you're allowing the students to create their own sets of Haiku pages. And what that means for you, the teacher, is that you don't have to learn any new skills, because what they're doing is creating pages that really look identical to our course pages. So they have content blocks, they have the same layout, they have the same navigation structure down the side. And you can have it set up so that the students work in small groups to create a set of pages, and the rest of the class can view those and comment. Or you can have it so that no one else in the class can see the work of the other students. So both of these collaboration tools allow for privacy or allow other people in the class to view and comment, so that your students can build things that are for the rest of the class or with the rest of the class, or really just between you and them. Let's take a quick look at some of the structures so you can understand the differences. So I'm going to start with the discussions. I have a number of discussions set up in this page, but let's just go from scratch. I'm going to add a discussion. It needs a title. I can assign a rubric to it if I'd like to grade it. I can put my description here, or I can add a Google Doc later. So I would like to set this up so I have small groups. And the reason I want to take you through the small group discussion is because you can actually ask Haiku to make the groups for you, or you can set them up yourself. And it really is the same whether you're doing wiki projects or discussion areas. So I'm going to click Next. Organize your students into new groups. I have other groups that I've set up, so that's why I have these options. I'm going to start from scratch here though. How many groups do I want in my class? I could say 4 groups. Click Next. And here I can auto-distribute students. So initially this is the group name, and then down here I can type in, or I can drag unassigned students into a group. I can review the groups at the end. I can clear them if I realize that the auto-distribute has given some bad mixings. Click Next. I can set the dates within which the students are allowed to post. Students can just view other group discussions, and I can ask them to post before they get to see anybody else's. Here I can decide which page in my Haiku class I have the discussion appear on, and then here I can attach more lengthy instructions if I have them from a Google Drive or another type of file. I click Save, and it is now set up. Wiki projects work much the same way. I can go to Activities, Wiki Projects, and I can add a wiki project here. First thing I have to do is give the project a name. Again, if I have a rubric, I can assign the rubric. I can give some brief instructions or full instructions here. And then here again, this should look familiar from the discussions. I can choose group, personal, or throughout the entire section. So if I have 3 sections of English I'm teaching, I can have one entire section work on one, another entire section work on another project. This time I'm going to choose class so we can see what it looked like. When I have done entire class wiki projects, what I've required is that each student create a page with their name on it as their home page, and then they can create their subpages. The creation of the content in a wiki project is identical to the creation of your Haiku class page content. I can allow students to put comments on each other's pages. I can set a due date, and I can choose the page on which this will sit, and I can choose the block. And there it is. There's a very quick outline on how to get started using 2 different collaborative tools within Haiku. It's a great way to get students to work together online, share their ideas. The wiki projects are fantastic if you have an ongoing science lab or something. They can take pictures each day of how things are progressing or how the experiment progressed in general. The discussion area, you can post an article for them to read. They can all go in and comment. What I use the discussions for is peer evaluation. So I have my students in groups of 4. Each student is required to post their own work, and then they are asked to go in and review the work of the other students in their group and add constructive comments to help them get better. If you have any questions or concerns about wiki projects or discussions within Haiku, of course, don't hesitate to ask me, and don't hesitate to let me know if you have any other technology-based questions. I'm here to help you. And of course, I hope you have a great day.